What's up, everybody? Everybody come in right now. We have to talk about a lot of things because we do have a match that will be starting in about 40 minutes. 40 minutes, everybody. Let me just set some things up. Okay, we got this. Let's put that. Save. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this match day? Let's get things going. It's a very, very, very interesting day today because of the type of lineups that we have seen coming from Xavi. Knowing our situation right now with Barcelona, of course, we have to win. There is no excuses for today's game. Let me put some chapstick. Now, you know what? Hold on. Uh, Let me see. What's up, Alex? What's up, Philip? What's up, Jan? Hello, Messi. What's up? Hope everyone's doing well. Everybody is saying that they're shocked that Mingueza is starting. Yeah, no, it's a very very interesting take from Xavi Hernandez. He really is entrusting on Mingueza to be placed on that right back position. Let me see if I can set up the starting 11 here so you guys can see like a better imagery of what we're going to be going for tonight. So we're going to be having Mingueza here on the right back position. Alves is not going to be playing, obviously, because he is not registered to play in the Europa League. So let's place him here. Araujo will be playing. Piquet will not also be playing. Xavi does not want to risk him, so we are going to be seeing Eric Garcia here. Araujo here, Eric Garcia there, Alba, Busquets. We're not going to be seeing Frenkie de Jong either. Let's wait a moment just for when it comes to Frenkie de Jong. I'll get back into Frenkie de Jong's whole situation right now in a moment. Gavi is going to be playing in that interior role with Pedri, and then we're going to be having Dembele, Aubameyang, Depay is not going to be starting, and we're going to be having Ferran Torres as the left winger. So this is basically what we are going to be seeing for tonight. Mingueza right back, Araujo center back, Eric Garcia center back, Jordi Alba left back, Busquets, Gavi, Pedri, Dembele, Aubameyang, and Ferran Torres. So it's a very interesting lineup. Again, we have discussed and said that okay, we're probably going to be seeing Frenkie de Jong as a interior here. We said that we're probably going to be seeing Serginho Dest as a right back, but we did not see either of those two. And I think that one of the reasons on why it's just because Xavi does not want to risk Serginho Dest because he just came back. I was actually going for, and I have said that I want to see Dest start in the right back position. Let me see. Give me a second, everybody. Let's see if I can update the title because I think that title doesn't look good. Okay, so like I've said, yeah, and we could have seen Araujo as a right back, but it just seems like Xavi really does want to use Araujo as a center back for tonight because what we did see in that previous game, it did not work. Like having Araujo as a right back against Frankfurt, it just did not work. It didn't give that attacking presence. I think that what we are going to be seeing tonight is Mingueza going up higher than usual and really trying to deliver those crosses. This is something that Araujo cannot do. Like, of course, we always praise Araujo. We always say that he's great defensively, but when it comes to making those crosses into the box, Mingueza is actually better at that. And so I think that is why Xavi has said, let's put Mingueza here because we are going to be needing those crosses alongside with Dembele also contributing in that way. As a matter of fact, when it comes to Mingueza, right, like his last assist in this season, let's see if I can pull it up. The last assist that he has made within this season was against Mallorca on January 2nd. So I think it was the first game for Barcelona within this year. And Mingueza did deliver an assist, and it was a cross. It was a cross into the box. Luke de Jong scored the goal with a header. And so I think that that is what the game plan is going to be. That is what Mingueza is really good at. But the thing is, though, is that we barely see Mingueza. And looking at this game here, we need players that have been playing consistently, that have been playing about like over the past 10 games, have participated in 9 of those 10 games. Mingueza participated like in one game out of the past 12, out of the past 13. We look at the type of minutes and the games that he has played in this year of 2022. He has played against Mallorca for 75 minutes, against Linares for 94 minutes. So those are two games in January. And then we fast forward towards February. He played against Napoli, which ended 1-1. He played 83 minutes. Another game in February which was against Valencia for one win. He played 50 minutes, and then we fast forward until March 13, which was the last game that he did play, and that was against Osasuna, where Barcelona did win 4-0, and he played only 15 minutes. So he played two games in January, two games in February, one game in March, and that was the last time we have seen Mingueza on the field under Xavi Hernandez. It just seems like Xavi does not really, I would say, trust this player. Obviously, like, he's placing him here, so maybe there is some sense of like trustfulness. I don't know if that's a word, but like, it just seems like overall Xavi does not plan on using Mingueza as part of this image, this project that he wants to build. I just feel like right now Xavi does not really have a choice but to use Mingueza within that position. This is not even his position in the first place. Like, he is a center back, and so we're just going to have to see how all of this does turn out to be, because I know that Xavi, this is not Xavi's preferred like starting 11. He does not want to use Mingueza as a right back, but we have no other choice. Of course, he could use Araujo as a right back, but who else are you going to be placing within that center back? Those center back positions, right? It's very interesting to see that Xavi doesn't want to use Lenglet or Umtiti. A lot of these lineups are really showing us how like who Xavi does trust and who he does not. Like, I do think that in this coming summer, Xavi's going to be saying, look, I don't need Lenglet. I have been trying my best to maneuver my way away from Lenglet. I don't trust Umtiti. I don't trust. I barely use Mingueza. So those could be players that we could see coming out in the summer. Now let's move on towards the midfield. The midfield, I don't find this surprising. This is the exact same starting midfield that we saw start up against Frankfurt. Frenkie de Jong did come in later in the match. I think that one of the reasons why Xavi is continuing to use Gavi and Pedri together, it is because Gavi and Pedri simply put so much more on the field. And when I mean by so much more, I mean, like, I'm talking about the physical presence, the players who run, the players who cover the most ground, the players who really give it their all on the field. Let me see. Let me see if I can go back into the comments so I can see what you guys are saying. Uh, okay, I'm here. Yeah. Gavi and Pedri do show 100% all the time on the field. We look at that game against Levante. I have said time and time again, that game against Levante, Frenkie de Jong did not give 100%, and I have no idea like what's going on. Like, why doesn't Frenkie always give 100%? Because we know what Frenkie can do. We know what Frenkie can do on the pitch. He can bring the assist. He can cover a lot of ground. He can contribute into the defensive line, become one of the center backs, right? Hold the ball, be very press resistant. But there are times, and there were many phases in the game against Levante where Frenkie de Jong did not show 100%. He was like, I would say, like at 60%. And I have no idea why. Like, when you know your circumstance, when you know the situation that Barcelona is in, you need to give 100%. The energy level between Gavi and Frenkie is so different most of the time. And that is why right, and I believe Xavi is thinking the exact same way. I have always said that when Gavi is 100% and Frenkie de Jong is 65% in, right, mentally, physically, I'm always going to be choosing Gavi over Frenkie de Jong, always. And I know that this does anger a lot of people, and people are going to be saying, like, why would you say that? Frenkie de Jong is world class. Of course he's world class. But that doesn't even matter if you're not going to be trying, if you're not going to be giving 100% of your all. Gavi does that all the time. And I think that Gavi is going to try his best, right? He's going to try his absolute best to always contribute in all areas of the pitch. And we are going to be seeing a great game from Gavi. And the same thing is going to go with Pedri. And so okay, let me shout this guy out. Let me see. See, I don't know why it doesn't let you pin comments, but shout out to Jesse again, Jesse Rokash. He has asked, right? He has given in a super chat and he has said, "Don't you think it would have been better to use Adama Traore as a right back, like a right wing back?" Yeah, that's a very interesting take because I also do that on FIFA. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I have tried Adama Traore as a right back on FIFA. So he's basically talking about this, having Adama Traore come in like this. I know that that seems very like oh that's a little too wild, right? Like that's almost like saying we're putting Griezmann from the previous season as a left back because Adama Traoré he contributes so much defensively, but I just think it's just too much of a risk. It's too much, especially in the situation that we are in right now against Frankfurt. We have to win. We can't take any chances. It would be great to see Adama Traoré try out as a right back in the beginning of the season or maybe in the preseason, but you know it's just too much of a risk. He doesn't have any experience playing as a right back. Yes, he has played as a right wing back, but that position doesn't necessarily exist within Xavi's system, I would say. But yeah, I don't see Adama ever playing as a right back under Xavi Hernandez or having a right to wing back role being existed within this system that Xavi's trying to implement. But it's a very interesting option. It could work. I've tried that on FIFA, but it's just FIFA, right? Like a lot of things work on FIFA that does not work in real life. But that's a very interesting take. But I wouldn't do that. I don't think Xavi would ever do that either. Um, let's see, someone else. Okay, so we do have one of the members of the channel. So remember, guys, whoever's a member within this channel do get priority in terms of having their questions answered. So we do have F2 Junior, who has said, "What do you think about the game?" So I think that this game is going to be very intense. Obviously, there's like 20, 30,000 fans that are going to be like in Barcelona. I don't think that there's going to be 20, 30,000 fans in the Camp Nou. I don't know that yet. Like I have no idea. I haven't read too much on that, but there is about 20 to 30,000 like fans that are in Barcelona. I think that maybe 10,000, 15,000 could be within the Camp Nou. Um, but yeah, it's going to be a very intense match. The fans are going to really back these players. They actually think that they can actually beat Barcelona at the Camp Nou. I am very hyped up for that because I want to see a very competitive match. I want Barcelona to win. I want Barcelona to show that we are the superior ones because I know that what we did in that previous game in the first leg, we gave them confidence. We made them believe that yes, they could win. But I think that now knowing how Frankfurt is going to be approaching Barcelona, we can get them back. This is going to be our field. We know how we want to play. We know exactly what Frankfurt is going to do. They're going to have to score if they want to progress into the next stage, which means that they're going to be higher up the pitch, and that is exactly what we want. We want to see Frankfurt higher up the pitch because Barcelona will capitalize off of those spaces. We have Dembele, we have Ferran. There is a reason on why we have these two players here, Ferran Torres and Dembele on the right wing, is because they can attack those spaces. Pedri and Gavi are going to be sitting much higher up the field. They're not going to be changing anything. I know that one of the biggest problems that we did have in that first leg was Pedri and Gavi always being covered because Frankfurt were creating a mid block that did not allow Pedri and Gavi to receive the ball like 80% of the time. That is one of our ways on how Barcelona approached their attack is by having players like Araujo or Eric Garcia or Busquets feed the balls towards Pedri and Gavi high up the pitch so they can feed, right? Pedri and Gavi can feed Dembele, Aubameyang, and Ferran Torres. But Frankfurt did not allow that. Hopefully, we see Frankfurt higher up the pitch so they do not have to necessarily always block Gavi and Pedri. Of course, there's going to be other plans, a plan B, a plan C, where we can just go out wide and just pass the ball. Let me take out Adama Traore. So we can just pass the ball out wide, having Dembele go around the players, making those crosses into the box. There needs to be a plan B, a plan C. But I think that in this game, we have what it takes. Right, we really do have what it takes. I think that Frenkie de Jong should be seen minutes in the second half, or if it doesn't work, I do think that we should have something like this: Frenkie de Jong coming in, Busquets central defensive midfielder, Pedri as a central midfielder. Another thing that we could go for if we're really struggling for goals is by actually having Luke De Jong coming in, because Luke De Jong has shown that he is capable to score. We can no longer say that Luke De Jong is some sort of like just a player to be there just to cover up just in case one of our strikers is injured. He is a real plan B, that can a player that can score goals. And so let's do this, right? Like, I'm very hyped up. I think that this is the correct lineup, right? Having a Aubameyang there. Could we see Memphis Depay? I have no idea. Where would Memphis Depay play? I think that Memphis will come in for someone like a Aubameyang. Memphis Depay coming in like this. Ferran Torres as a striker. Dembele as a right winger. We could see something like this. You know what I'm very interested to like see? I don't think this is going to happen, but hopefully we can see this in the future. Like seeing Torres coming in as a right winger, Dembele as a left winger, Depay coming out and playing, and we put someone like Aubameyang in. Something like this would be awesome. It would be great. Ferran Torres really does know how to play as a right winger. Dembele obviously knows how to play on this side. Aubameyang, striker. It'll be great. But we do have what it takes. I'm very hyped up. Let's see. Let me see if I can answer some of you guys' questions. Frenkie de Jong was so good for Netherlands as a double pivot. Yeah, no, he was really good, but it's just a completely different system here. A very different system here under Xavi. Gavi over Frenkie is also surprising. I don't think so. I think that Gavi has shown great level, great perseverance, that he does want to win. He's always given it 100% on the field. He's going to be that player that is going to cause chaos in the middle of the pitch, trying to take the ball away from Frankfurt when they are on the counter attack. And so Gavi is the perfect player to be starting in this game. Let me see if I can take away Frenkie de Jong. There we go. Like this. Eric Garcia, Mingueza, Torres. Let me go back into the original starting 11 so you guys don't get confused. Who do we have? Oh, actually. So, yeah, like that. There we go. Who replaces Busquets long term? All right, if you guys want to like find out like what is like my opinion when it comes to who should replace Busquets long term, I wish that one day, and hopefully it just does work, is to see just something like this: Frenkie, Gavi, Pedri as the future midfield. I don't know if this is going to happen, yes or no, because Frenkie gives a lot on the field when he is 100% attacking wise. He literally does give the assist and the goals when he is on his A game and he's playing as a interior. Yeah, I would go for something like that. No Lenglet, please. Yeah, no. Lenglet will not be starting, or I don't even think we'll be playing in this game. We are dead, man. No, I don't think so. I think that we have a good 11. Boys, hold up. The stadium is filled with Frankfurt fans. Yeah, no, there's a lot of Frankfurt fans. A lot of fans within that stadium right now. And there's a lot surrounding the stadium. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but there are a lot of fans that are really there and really want to back this team. Let me see if I can find something like new here on Twitter to see if we have. Oh, okay. So we do have here. We this is kind of like, this is not breaking news, but Xavi has spoken to Movistar, and he has said that Frenkie de Jong fell ill today, which is why we decided to start with Gavi. So Xavi Hernandez did say that Frenkie de Jong does feel a little bit sick. Maybe, hopefully, it's not COVID-19 or something like that. But that is why we are seeing Gavi start within this game. It is because Frenkie de Jong has experienced some sort of illness. Hopefully, he does get better. I still want to see him play in the second half, even though he's not 100%, because Frenkie de Jong is always great. He's always good. So we have here Barca players booed out by large away contingent at the DJ cranks up. What? I don't know what this means. I don't know if that's a joke or something. German fans don't think about their reason. Okay, yeah. So it does say here, according to many reporters, that German fans have taken over the stadium in a unthinkable way. There are easily more than 30K fans in the stands. More than 30K fans from Frankfurt are there to back up that team. More than 30K. I hope that Barcelona show like that that we are the superior fans in our own home. We better show up. We are playing away, huh? Yeah. Wow, that is a lot of fans. I wish you guys can see this, but that like all those dots that you see here, yeah, you guys can't see that. All those dots that you guys see here, those are all Frankfurt fans. That is amazing. It's amazing, right? We need to be more like them. um, let's see. Borna Sosa is a perfect replacement for Jordi Alba. Yeah, Borna Sosa has been having a great season. If you guys, I will be making a video when it comes to Borna Sosa because he has been really bringing up his level in this season by bringing assist. He is a great crosser. We need great crossers inside this team. It's going to be again very interesting how Xavi does use his fullbacks for next season because one of the things that Xavi has done specifically for Alba and Des to accommodate their roles and because of their age is that we do see very inverted fullbacks. We don't see very wide fullbacks no more under this Xavi's Barcelona. I don't know if it has to do with like his system or because of he's going based off the players that he does have. Because when we have like uh, let's see, where's Dani Alves? When we have Dani Alves on the right and Jordi Alba on the left, we see these two players being very inverted. Could we see Sosa become someone very inverted? Because Sosa is someone that likes to go out wide and really bring those crosses in. So it's a true plan B. I would love to see someone like Sosa come to Barcelona next season. Why doesn't Xavi use a three-man back for now? Use Adama as a right midfielder. Because yeah, that's not going to be working. Like I wish I could show you guys the formation. It's just like if we use a 3-5, let me see if I can 3-5. You're talking about something like this, right? This doesn't really exist. That's the problem. That doesn't exist under Xavi. That's not what he goes for. Like if you're talking about something like Eric Garcia, Alba, so you see already the problem here is that if we do this, who's going to be in this position? You know what I'm saying? This is a little confusing. Yeah, like who's gonna be in those in that position? Pedri, Alves. You're gonna have to take Alves out, obviously, right? You're gonna have to put in someone like where's Busquets at? Frankie. What happened to Busquets? They just disappear? Am I blind right now? Oh. Yeah, so it would be something like this. If you guys really want to see Adama Traore as a right wing back or something like that, Dembele coming out and Adama Traore coming in like this. Araujo, Eric Garcia, Gavi. See, there's no room for Gavi either, so Gavi's gonna have to be out, right? It's something that you guys want. Um, there, what like, like where? There's no way we're gonna be having Lenglet or like Samuel Umtiti in this squad like this. Like, there's no way. Lenglet, Eric Garcia, Araujo, Frankie, Busquets, Pedri, Aubameyang, and Ferran Torres, Adama Traore as a right winger. It could work. It could work. It's just I don't. Are the players familiar with a formation like this? Um, it could work, but I don't know. Like Jordi Alba never played as a full-time left wing back. Aubameyang never played. Ferran Torres never played in a position like this, right? He never played in a position like this, being within a front two, and so a 4-3-3 makes a lot more sense. It's like you have to restart so many things if you do that. So let's go back to okay. So now I have a complete mess. I have Lenglet right back. All right, whatever. Uh, Okay, the game starts in about 20 minutes. Okay, let's see. I'm super hyped up, guys. I don't know if you guys are like excited right now. You guys have to feel the fire. Like this is it. We need to win in Frankfurt because after this we play against like West Ham or whatever other team we play up against. Like it's just a bunch of like weird teams that we see in the EPO and in Germany. This is probably the hardest team that we're going to have to face against. How is 30K stadium? Yeah, I believe in Xavi and players we are winning. Yes, there's definitely not 30K Frankfurt fans in the stadium. There's a lot. Like go look at the pictures. I wish I could show you guys like the pictures of how many people are in that stadium right now. There is a lot. I'm not even joking with you guys. There's like a lot of white shirts at the Camp Nou. I see more white than red and blue. Like, what is going on? Like, where's the Camp Nou? Where are the fans? Like, where's that fan base that I saw when I went to the Sevilla match? Do you see this? Look at this. Look, I'm not joking. Look at all that white. There's no red and blue. All I see is white, white, all white. Like, what is this? Real Madrid? Santiago Bernabeu? Look at that. There's no. Do you guys see that? I hope you guys are seeing this because I know it can't focus. This is ridiculous. We need to show up. And I do have one of my friends, right, Alex. Alex said something very interesting about how like the whole thing works when it comes to like the fans and stuff like that. Let me see if I can find it because he said that there are a lot of season ticket holders that do not even go, and I remember there was a report that said they really want these season ticket holders to like lend these tickets to people who actually want to go. Let me see if I could find it below. Can I play it? He said, uh, where is it? Okay, so he said when there is a sold out. So the news broke out like about 2 3 hours ago that said that the Camp Nou is sold out, all tickets are done, and then this is what Alex said. He said when there is a sold out, when there is when it does say it is sold out, it means that the seats which were appointed for sale have been sold out. The season pass holders this season account for 50% of the seats in the Camp Nou. Let me read that again. The season pass holders this season account for 50% of the seats in the Camp Nou. So maybe a lot of these people are not even going, and and most of them are season pass holders, which is why we're seeing so many people more Frankfurt people than Barcelona people. And there are Easter holidays going on or so. Don't expect a 99K at all. Maybe about 70K. So that's why it gives that illusion that there are more Frankfurt fans than Barcelona fans. And it's ridiculous, right? Because we need more backing. It's like, oh, dang it. Yeah. Okay. This is so crazy. Yeah. But I don't think. Okay, now, okay, it's already 15 minutes before kickoff. Let me end it here because I do have to get ready for the post-match review and everything, so I could like start writing everything down. But let's do this, guys. I have faith in this team. I don't care if it's like all white in the Camp Nou. Barcelona has what it takes. Xavi knows what he's doing. I have my faith in Mingueza. Let's all pray for Mingueza. If you guys, whatever you guys believe in, pray to that person and pray that Mingueza does well and he delivers something great. Okay, because we need Mingueza to have a great game in that right on that right side. All right, guys. Uh, that is going to be wrapping up today's live session. My score prediction for this game, it is going to be a 4-1 win. Let's score 4 goals. Let's get back into that little that little era that we went through, right? We were beating teams like against Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, like 4-0, 4-1, 4-2 against Napoli. Let's beat Frankfurt by 4 goals. Let's have it be a 4-1 match, a 4-2 match, a 4-0 match. I'm going for a 4-1 scoreline for tonight. Let's do this, guys. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time.